And so jump in where you fit in if there's some things you want to ask. But just overall, I want to ask you, how do we even start? You know, people say, hey, I know where y'all about to go with all this. I've heard it all before, but the problem I have is, where do I start? I already don't have enough money. You know, my wife don't make enough, I don't make enough, we don't make enough together. And you give me all these different things we should be doing, but where do I actually start?
No, that's a good question. And I get that a lot. I think the place where you start is you have to start with vision. You have to start with your purpose and your clarity of what is God is calling you to do, and what is it that your resources that he's giving you. You see, because people get this mixed up. They think that the resources that they're getting, that are getting poured into their lives, are just so they can go out and go and get the cars and all the other different things they want. Now, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But one of the main things people forget is they forget that money is just one of the many resources that God uses to help us fulfill the calling on our lives. So if you're out squandering the resources, then you can't fulfill the calling that's on your life.
That's right.
And you can't help the church fulfill the calling that's on its life. So the very first place is to start is you got to get a good idea of what it is that God is calling you to do. Because you can't save any money if you don't have any hope. See, people always wonder, why aren't people saving? People don't save money because they don't have any hope. When you get ready to go get married, or you get ready to go to college, you're putting money away because you have a hope. There's a hope for a future thing. There's a hope for that child to go to college. There's a hope for that wedding to work out, whatever that thing is. So when I always talk to a person, they say they're not saving. I say, well, what are you hoping for? If your hope is gone. So that's the first place you have to start. And then after you do that, then you have to go to God and say, God, I am sorry. I have misused your resources. So that's one of the things that people don't think about when it comes to finances, is this concept of being repentive for mismanagement of God's resources, right? So I have to go to God and say, God, I'm sorry. And then after I do that, then I have to recommit my life to say, you know what, I am now going to build according to God's plan. And so that's the first step. So once you know what you're called for, what God has purposed you to do, and then once you do that, then I can start the things about it. Okay, I'm going to do a budget, and then I'm going to start saving money, and then I'm going to start doing all sorts of things. That's why people don't stick to a budget. Budget for what?
Wow.
What am I budgeting for? We know the how to, we don't know the why to.
Wow.
So we need to learn the why to.
The why to. You know, I've never heard that question answered that way. Most people start with that question. It says, well, start with the budget and start with this and then put this to the side. Man, that was profound. The answer was profound, because if we get that, you know, that's
the key. That's the key. If you can get, one thing I found is when people have that first, that foundation of why am I doing it, then that makes the pain and the sacrifice you may have to go through to make it work.
Come on.
Make it possible.
That's good. That's good.